What's good, my pretty fam? And we're back. And today we got a new one for you. It just dropped yesterday, so I'm sure you already heard it. I'm sure you already listened to it. But today we got to react to it because Ren dropped a new single on us called Suicide. Ooh, I already know Ren's about to go in the bag for this one, and that is such a big topic that hits very close to home for me. And we'll get into that. But first and foremost, you already know, if you're new to the page, hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. You don't even got to fill out your name to join the best community, the best family on YouTube, hands down. Speaking of, I got to address that real quick. Being the best family on YouTube, we got to quit doing this. I know it's none of you lovely people, but if any of you guys do catch not my regular reaction videos, but my morning reels, my morning jams as I call them. Every morning when I drive to work, I jam out to music. Rock and roll, rap, hip hop, R&B, Taylor Swift, whatever. And I'll record myself lip singing to it, and then I'll usually post like a lyric or a quote from the song that I like, because I listen to, it's just to show everyone the wide variety of music I listen to, but I'm also being a goofball while I do it. Who doesn't jam out alone in their car when you got a long drive and you're by yourself? I'm pretty sure everyone cranks up that radio and starts dancing and singing. Maybe you're not recording yourself, but I do it because we have a music channel. But I knew this was going to happen as the channel grows. As you get bigger, the more haters will come. The more hate I will receive. I knew that was going to come. But in the waves that it comes in, I wasn't really expecting. I mean, I guess so. I posted a short reel on Ren actually speaking about this. How him getting bigger, he's been receiving a lot of hate. And how to combat that hate. And I actually posted that short reel as one of my clips. Because the reel I posted before that was a Lil Wayne song. And the comments are just a lot of hate. Anytime it's weird, anytime I do a rap song, people, first of all, and it's always, the funny part is it's always, and obviously all you people that have been following my channel for a while know my story and know me, so I wouldn't expect it to be any of you guys leaving these comments on these reels. I know people that can just swipe and see them. But I get it so many times when I do a rap song. The comments are always, look at this little suburban white kid dressing up thinking he's gangster singing along to a song. First of all, how does lip singing along to a song make you fake? Or why does that even butthurt you guys so much? And especially when it comes to rap songs, it's so funny. If I lip sing the N-word, that again Lil Wayne says in probably every other 2 words, it's all white people hating on me, saying, oh, you're canceled, you're a piece of shit, you're this, you're that. So then I'll try to be more respectful. In another video that came along, instead of saying it, I would just put my finger like this. And then I had black people, or my black friends, my black side of the family, tell me stop being fake. Like, be you, Chris. You don't have fucking trolls tell you, oh, you can't say this or you'll be canceled. Da, da, da. That's the media. Be you. Your channel grew the way it did. Your channel's at where it's at because you stayed genuine and you stayed real to yourself. So don't change. Yeah, I may be white, but I grew up poor. I grew up in the hood. I grew up living the street life. That's what I knew. That's what surrounded me. So even when it comes out sometimes when I don't mean to, it's not to offend anybody. And if you ask any of my close friends or anyone that will tell you, I can put many clips up here. I could film my friends asking them about good old Critty, good old Chris. And I'll tell you the same thing. First of all, the black and white shit won't even matter. If I lip sync or say the N-word, it won't even matter. They're going to tell you I got a big heart and I'm genuine. And that's all I try to do. And you already know, like the hate, I combat it. I kill them with kindness. You already know. That is the life I lived, yes. And I post that stuff and I do that stuff to show this is where I once was. Like Lil Durk, like Ray Vaughn, like Ren. Maybe not so much like his sickness and whatnot, but to show you can come from a bad environment, a bad situation, and still make something good out of it. And talk about it and show other people. Like, we gotta pick each other up, not tear each other down. Like, it's so much hate because I'm lip singing to a song. So I kill him with kindness. A funny example, earlier this morning I did a Lil Wayne song. So if you two guys are watching, you know who I'm talking about. But shout out to both of y'all for this, because I had two trolls on a video earlier. One was actually really funny. Call me the Dollar Tree version. Why the fuck did YouTube give him the Dollar Tree version of Mac Miller or something like that? That was actually a funny one, because I was like, shit, I love Mac Miller. I'll take that as a compliment. You know what I'm saying? So then he commented back like, oh, you're actually pretty chill. He subscribed to my channel. Another guy that left a negative comment, whatever you want to say, I replied to him. We went back and forth. Guess what? He's a new subscriber to the channel. So shout out to both of y'all for not just leaving a troll comment and taking off and running, being like, because a lot of people will do that. They'll leave a mean ass comment or something just far out of pocket. And normally I won't address it. I'll try to brush it off. But as this channel is getting bigger, they're coming more and more. And the couple that I have addressed, like the ones that are far out of pocket, like, bro, don't say that, or especially anything with my children. You never mention my children. Like, we're on a music channel having fun, spreading love and positivity. So first of all, keep that out of it completely, please. Just be respectful. If you're going to troll me, just be respectful, please. But I just say back, like, I'm goofing in my car, lip singing. If you want to see the real me, subscribe to Critty Reacts and watch a couple videos. Learn my story and all you wonderful subscribers that we have, this community that we built. And you'll see those trolls gotta go. We don't do that, because that's bringing us to this video, suicide. Over this last couple weeks, I haven't been feeling, 100%. I wouldn't say depressed, but just, I don't know what's the word. I don't want to say lonely, being like frustrated, just kind of like, everyone gets those days, just like, what am I doing? Is it worth it? Like, even this YouTube channel, I questioned it as the views go down, the comments go down, or if, a video that I wanted to do good doesn't do good, and I was close to calling it quits, because I didn't think you guys want to see me no more. If, the views are a reflection of what I'm doing, and if that's not adding up, I don't want to, keep putting myself out there for something that doesn't want to be seen. But I told myself I can't do that, because the people that do watch my videos, that I know watch them, every single video I post, even if that's only 30 out of the 1,040 we have now, even if only 30 of you watch every video religiously, I can't stop doing them. You guys have been there for me since day one, so I cannot quit. I will not stop doing it for you. And again, this subject is so strong. In the last few months alone, I had two very, very good childhood best friends unfortunately commit suicide. Two of them in the matter of just a couple months. And that's only two out of a handful. And I know why. I know how, like, you can want to do that, because I do have one story of my own. This is, I think, one of few stories I have yet to share with you yet. I did post two of my own writings, my own spoken words, when I was in a tough place. If you go down a couple videos, you'll find them. One, I kind of clickbaited the title, because I figured someone might not really want to listen to my writing. But Love and Pain and What is Love, I wrote both of those. If you want to go check them out, I would love feedback on them, because I have a whole notebook full, from the tough times to getting better to doing good. I write and write and write. And hey, instead of doing a reaction video, if you guys want to hear some of my poems, spoken words here and there, just give me the feedback and let me know. But I started writing when I was getting into those mind frames of thinking those stupid thoughts of something like suicide. And let's jump into this video and let's see what Ren has for us, and then we'll take it from there. But I'm sure this one's gonna blow up, just for giggles. Yeah, it's almost at 500,000 in a day. So let's get right into it here. If it will ever go full screen. Sorry, I like slow.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
This is a different type of animation too. That's why I love about Ren's music videos. Obviously his music is one thing, but his music videos tops it off. Like, he creates such good visuals that, again, I've said this before, but it's like watching a movie, and you can put yourself into his shoes. And this one seems like a little more animated. Being that this is such a big subject, I was gonna cheat and use the subtitles, because with Ren and that accent, I can't always understand what he's saying, especially when he does the machine gun cadence. But hopefully he'll keep it a little bit slower this time. Luckily, we have the webcam now with Ren, so we can rewind and listen to it 5 times if we can't understand it. Which, shout out to Mark. I know you've been busy lately, bro. I know you'll be back. But this is all possible because of my man Mark, who helped me with all of this. So just a big shout out to him again, bro.
Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, but can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic.
So I can't count sheep, I can't sleep. I'm just thinking about suicide. And what was his first word there? He said feeling lonely. That's crazy, because what did I just say? I said this past couple weeks I've been feeling not lonely, but frustrated. And then that's the first word that Ren throws out right there. Come on. And then that's the worst time, though, is when you're going to sleep at night. Because that's when the gears are turning. And that's when your mind will play tricks on you. And the shitty part about that is you can't sleep because you're having these thoughts. But then not sleeping only makes the thought worse. Because when you're sleep deprived, everything just goes down. Like, your body needs to rejuvenate. You need sleep. So when you're being kept awake because of suicidal thoughts that are keeping you awake, and the days drag on, and the less you sleep, and the less you sleep, and the less you sleep, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. It's like a double-edged sword that just cuts you both ways.
I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, but can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
See, we gotta run that back right there. So I wish I had subtitles. Can't even... With this rhyme pattern, the sadistic, the mischief, the fits, the wits, what did he say?
My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister.
Bruising my sister, my skin felt like blister, and my skin felt like silicone and plastic. So he's saying he's in his body, but he wasn't feeling like himself. Like, nothing felt real. Like, I don't know if that's what he's getting at, but again, like I said, I have a story of my own that I probably will interject here at some point when I feel like Ren will say something that will make my story come out. But in my situation leading up to that day, when that day happened, and it's funny that the picture is paused right on this frame right here with that on his head and a reflection of himself. I didn't know who I was. It was like I was dreaming, but like, obviously I was awake, like sleepwalking through a dream. Not even that, sleepwalking through a nightmare. Like sleepwalking through a nightmare to my death. And I knew what I was doing when I did it, but it didn't feel real until it was over and I looked back at it. And I wonder if that's what he's saying. Just like, you could have, like, it's sadistic, but like your skin feels like plastic or silicone, or your sisters and blisters, whatever. It's just, if he's getting to the point of like you're feeling like you're not real, or like looking at yourself in the mirror, and like I had did that. Like, can you really, if you do this, you can never look in the mirror again. Like, that reflection will never be there once you cross that actual point. Obviously, because there's no coming back.
Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
Yeah, that's what he said. So resist the feeling when it hits you. So like I said, it's a build-up. It's not something that just you're sitting here like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna commit suicide. No, it builds up, and as it's building, as you're not sleeping, as you start to literally hallucinate and sleepwalk through your nightmare through the days, you start to feel fake. Like, reality doesn't seem like reality anymore. But that's when you know you can't let it get you. Like, that's right when you gotta
pop the blister, dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
Resist the feeling when it hits you. You know when it's coming. And I could have resisted the feeling, but the other feeling of being so overwhelmed was greater than that, and I allowed that to happen because I wasn't mentally strong enough. Come on.
The blister, dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side.
Look at all the skulls. Oh, the faces from the skull. Oh, that was a dope visual right there.
Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
When it's the right time. Oh, I love how I threw that in there. That sick boy from his Sick Boy song. But that view of him being in the hospital clothes, like being you're a sick boy. Like, Ren probably wanted to commit suicide so many times. Just being fucking ailed by illness and sickness, and doctors telling him he was never going to get better. Or that life, and like him wanting to be a great artist and go be this huge superstar musician, but he was bound by his illness. Oh, it probably drove him crazy. And that's like he referred to that Sick Boy song, because that was the time that he was probably going through this. Come on.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armor.
Come on. I know he's rapping about suicide, so like, I don't want to get into like the bars and like the rhyming and whatnot, but again with Ren, it's just like easy to him. How can you pass a message along like something so huge as suicide, but still put the rhyming and your schematics of the song together so perfectly?
Keeping my supper, skin so pale cause my cheeks leak color.
Skin so pale cause my cheeks are leaking color? When you... oh, come on.
Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armor.
Drive through the sword and drive through the armor.
Through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, I. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
You know what? I'm gonna interject it right here. Just because him walking down that street, I don't know what Ren's about to get himself into down here, but him just walking down that street alone in his head, as you could see like the world going crazy around him. That's how I felt when I was in that moment, the day that I had my experience with this. I wasn't in the right state of mind. I felt like I was alone I felt like there was no reason to keep going. This is before my daughters were born. Now that I have my daughters, they give me every reason of every second of every day of every breath to live for my kids. So this would never even cross my mind again. But when it did, like I said, I was younger. I wasn't mentally strong. Again, it was a relationship had part to do with it. Just being stupid. And again, when I did that, I think I had been awake for 4 days at that point because I couldn't sleep. I was so depressed, and I was drinking, which didn't help because I was just trying to cope with everything and just not wanting to be myself anymore. I just wanted to disappear. And you figure, oh, once I'm gone, who cares? No one's going to care. It's not going to be a burden on anyone if I'm gone. It's not like it's, anyone else is going to have to pick up my slack. I'm worthless anyways. No one's even going to notice that I'm gone. But you don't think about your family and your friends that would be destroyed by it, that do love you, that do try to reach out to you. But again, you're just on that walk while the world around you is going crazy and people are even trying to talk to you, but it's like you're just zoned out, like tunnel vision, and it builds up, and again, without the sleeping. So here, I'll just long story short, my dad was a mechanic, and in his garage, he had the chains to lift the motor out of the car. And when I had finally got to that point, I used a deadbolt lock. So when I went up, I couldn't pussy out and cut it because it was a chain. And I didn't have a key for the lock, so... excuse me. So I knew once I clamped that lock, it was time to go. So I put the chain on, clamped the lock, hit the button, and up I went. And as crazy as this sounds, as crazy as the world was going around when that happened, in the moment that it was happening, when I was starting to fade out, I felt so at peace, which was crazy. And it wasn't like an at peace, like, okay, you're home now, you're good, you're good. It was kind of like my life, my past, all flashing before my eyes, my family, my friends, playing football, having laughs, helping other people, just everything that you can't do if you weren't here. And something like was in my head, was like, dude, it's not your time to go. Like, there's bigger plans for you in this world, which now obviously are my kids. And I wouldn't be on this YouTube channel, obviously, but I guess people have been looking for me for hours that day. And the last place they thought to look, my sister peeked into the garage through the outside door because I locked the front one, so she went around the side and seen me, which is unfortunate because, again, you don't think about the people it affects. She tells me to this day she still has nightmares that she can walk in and see me hanging there. And I did that to my sister. Now she has to deal with that emotional trauma of walking in on something like that. But luckily she did, otherwise I wouldn't be sitting here today and I wouldn't have been able to do all this amazing stuff. So I just wanted to tell you that story to show, like, I was poor, I was in the ghetto, sob story, yeah. I wanted to end it all. But when I finally got to that point, is when my whole vision on life just did a 180. And that's why I knew this song was going to be so powerful. Because I'm pretty sure you could ask anybody anywhere, whether they have a friend, a relative, someone, someone that has either committed suicide or has attempted it. So I know this video is very relatable. And you guys know me, I always keep it genuine, and I always try to relate my life to the music that I listen to. So that was that. And Obviously, Ren, luckily, thank God, is still here with us today as well. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to listen to the rest of this song.
Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Oh,
Suicide, suicide,
did you catch
suicide.
that? See, that just makes even another point right here about, even though I was in a fucked up place, Ren was in a fucked up place, that didn't, like, inside though, I knew I had a good heart. It was my own problems. And right here you see Ren is struggling, walking down the street, contemplating on the right time to commit suicide. And he's dropping change into what I'm assuming is a homeless man's case. Still giving away money to the homeless. Like, you want to off yourself, but you're still thinking about others and helping others on your way to do something horrific like that. A good heart like that can't be taken too early. And I'm not very religious, but I do believe everything happens for a reason. And I know from comments that I've read on Ren's page, he's changed many lives. I know from comments that I've read on my page, just reacting to Ren's music or telling my story, you get in DMs from you guys, how much it can change your life and how so many people really do have these problems that they just don't talk to anybody about, or they keep it built up and they keep it hidden in a jar and they just hope nobody breaks that jar, as in the words of Ravon would say. They bottle up them feelings and hope nobody breaks the jar, because once that happens, you may cross that line of suicide. But thank God Red didn't. Oh, this one. Hit the like button. Pump this video out.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky.
Come, bro. Alright, I know this video is going to be long because I've been sitting here yapping. But again, this is what makes Ren so beautiful. Is he's doing a song like this, like a bird trying to take off from the ground, but your wings are cut. You just feel hopeless, right? What bird wouldn't? If a bird couldn't fly, what else would it do? It would feel completely hopeless if it couldn't fly.
Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup.
You drink from an empty cup. That's not gonna fill you up. You're still gonna be hungry. Your stomach's gonna be burning.
You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see.
How many people are crying what I just said? How many people are crying in silence? So many tears drop that it could fill up an ocean. But everyone keeps them tears bottled up in a jar.
The world through Fibonacci sequences and
Fibonacci sequences. He sees the world through that. I was going to say something smart there, but I'm not even going to lie. I have no clue what Fibonacci sequences mean. So we'll just pop over that one.
I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness. Hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a
I try to cut away my businesses. I tried to cut away, and now I can't even talk. He's getting me all tongue twisted. I tried to cut away my bitterness. Hatchet job. Like a hatchet and axe, you would just chop it off. Like, that's how quick suicide is. You just chop it. End it. Nothing else you need it for, right? Hatchet job.
Hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One soul.
Like I said, I lost a couple really good friends recently. And that sounds like he watched his friend jump off a bridge. Like, that's what that sounds like. He watched a friend commit suicide, or if a friend watched you commit suicide, that Like I said, what I did scarred my sister. But he looked at his friend jump and died, and he didn't see an horrific scene. He seen tranquility. He seen peace. And what did I say? I interjected my story at the perfect time, right? Because I said Ren will probably say something that will touch on it. And what did I say when I had that chain around my neck? I said I felt at peace. It was tranquility. It was life telling me you're not ready to go. But he was looking at it like dying is the peaceful way, so you'll have a peaceful soul.
Whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is not plastic as the truth is to the day you jumped. My childhood jumped too, but I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man. I miss you.
He wants to be mad at his friend for committing suicide. I felt the same way. Like when I seen him in the casket, I wanted to punch him in his face. Like, bro, why? Why? Like, you could have came and talked to me, dude. But you can't be angry. What are they gonna say? How can I be angry? I almost did that before.
To the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too, but I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man. I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker. I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it was, 'cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wake to the hurt.
Now he's blaming himself because he was too late to get there or he didn't listen. You can't blame yourself. There's everything you can do in the world to help. But if someone ultimately makes that decision and you're not there, like if they literally go through with it, actually, like say they had a gun and they actually pulled that trigger, how can you blame yourself? And I know I know someone else whose spouse did it in that way. And he blamed himself for so long. But what were you gonna... You can't blame yourself. You can try to make it better and help that person. But if that ultimate moment, like he said, 1 second in time, that's it. We live for years. The earth has been here for a biblical amount of years. But just that quick, your whole existence can be wiped, gone. You can't blame yourself. There's nothing you can't get there to stop that.
From the hurt, your body missing, so we never got to wake to the hurt. I hope you're listening. I love you, man. I miss you absurd. Fuck.
Yo. This man. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of speechless after that. It's not even that I don't know what to say. Like, I have nothing on my brain to say. It's like now my brain is going a million miles per hour now again, just thinking. And like as I was saying that, I even thought to myself, damn, what could I have done? Like, bro, you literally just said there's nothing you could have done about it except try to be there for him when I was. Just like people try to be there for me when I was going through that problem. But that day that I ultimately made that decision, I made sure no one was around. Oh, I'm just going for a walk. I'll be back. Go. But people knew something was wrong. And when I didn't come back, that's when they went out looking. But that is like doing, and he watched his friend do it, and then you watch your friend do it, and you feel like it's your fault, and then that would even push you to the brink of wanting to take your own life. And it's just, again, there's always a way through, man. Any struggle, I promise you. I'm not saying I have a pity party for myself, because I'm long past that, and I'm happy where I'm at now. But to reflect on your past is only, like, you can reflect on your past, but you gotta move forward with the future. But I know, obviously, today there's people that are struggling with this. And me having been through it, literally, to the brink where I pulled the trigger in the sense of hitting the button. I was lucky to be found. I don't know if Ren ever attempted it himself, or if this was about his friend and then he had those feelings. But I know a lot of you do, and I promise, if it sounds cliche as fuck, but I'm just going to say it. If I could do it, you could do it. Because I pulled the trigger. There's a lot of people that you got your finger on it still. Don't pull it. Just put it down. Go talk to someone. Open up. DM me. That was tough. No Life Shaq. Shout out No Life Shaq. That was tough. Man, I seen Knox Hill beat me to the reaction on this video. I didn't watch his video because I wanted to see the video for myself first. But he titled it, "Wow, this one got to me." Now I see why. So I'm guessing my man Knox Hill has been down that journey, that road himself, or has known others that have as well. And that's what's, again, music helped me through so much shit in my life that I got through, that I listened to. Why my morning jams, why I listen to all this different music. And I think that's why it gets to me when the trolls hop on and talk shit, because I'm just doing something that keeps me happy. I might be the Dollar Tree Mac Miller, but me jamming out in my car driving, being the Dollar Tree Mac Miller, I'm still alive and able to do that. I will Mac Miller my drive all the way to my kids. Grab my kids and be alive and be happy and love. And spread love and positivity. And that's what we do on this channel. So if you're new to this channel or you've seen this video, you gotta hit that subscribe button, because that's what we are all about over here. Is picking each other up, not tearing each other down. Listening to great music, breaking down great bars. Having fun at the same time when Harry Mack comes out like Elon Musk spazzing. Or when Dax drops a new song with his machine gun cadence. Or when Ren drops his machine gun cadence. Or spazzes out but then hits us with a track like this. How can you not love music? How can you not love this channel? And it's absolutely free. You don't even gotta fill out your name. So hit that subscribe button. But for this video, please give it a... Not even for my channel, but just hit that thumb up button for Ren. Hit that thumb up button for anyone out there that's struggling, that may need a little bump of positivity. Just leave a comment saying, man, you could do it. You can make it through. Every like the video can get will just be for Ren. Like, for everyone who needs that like. As stupid as that sounds, I don't know how else to articulate it, but I think you get what I mean. I hope y'all get what I mean. We'll see. But I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Ren never ceases to leave me in awe, to put it frankly like that. So can't wait to see what his next one is. Maybe he'll come back with a happier beat one so we could dance along to him again, like Losing It. Losing It, I thought, was going to be like this. Like, Ren was losing it, and he was going to hit suicide. But if y'all haven't seen Losing It, you will see the complete opposite, funny, hilarious side to Ren. And if you haven't seen my video reaction on that, go check that one out, because That one caught me completely off guard, and Ren had me dying laughing. And that's how you know he's an amazing artist, because he had me dying laughing in one video, and now in this video almost put me in tears. You gotta be an amazing artist to evoke emotions. And that's why I love people like this. Like Eminem, like Ray Vaughn. Check out the Ray Vaughn clips if you have not done that either. Other than that, in the words of the great T.I.P. and Eminem, that's all she wrote for tonight. I gotta get ready. We have our first softball, summer league, baseball, softball, whatever you want to call it. Game starts tonight. Game 1, 7 p.m. Hopefully, Critty smacks a couple home runs, or at least I don't strike out. So, wish me luck. I hope y'all have a great rest of your night, and we'll catch you on the next one.